Lor'Renzo.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to take it up the long way.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when the tight end saw the linebacker covering and thought he had a mismatch. But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Ready?
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, your first drive in the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that run.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, he finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Sam Hubbard able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss. And it takes us to 4th down as well.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Back deep, Trent Taylor. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
There we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It was flicked right that time. He got in there and bring him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will end up incomplete.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go. Go, go, go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, 4th and long here, late second quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert, but now not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick six the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
But, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. And there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. Remember this one, top of a close game, now I think they're in a position where to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Yellow. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A quick pass out to Juju. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Finding Hardman here over the middle.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And again, it's Mahomes.
It's his brother as running back, Jerick McKinnon.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
Lead down to 3 touchdowns and 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
One more time. All about you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go, here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11. 11, 11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Bengals get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the 44, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Mahomes now on first down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band and Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last two plays having gone backwards? Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Barker is on target. They're down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To try again after the sack. Burrow, he gets this one to Boyd. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 88 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yellow. Keep it moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 39 yards. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved too? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love you.
And our ball going to be intercepted yet again.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. That's just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Taylor now to return it.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Pass complete. Hurst.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here we go.
Throwing. Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape out.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
It's my turn.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll work this down inside the 30. the 29. Burrow, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take the shot. It's third down.
Off coverage, you'd expect to see a tie game ready. Not a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. Dancing to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
All right, ready?
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the ball. We're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kick